What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the pipeline, people, where you got more audio than visuals over here. I need to start saying pipeline radio. Cause that's what I'm about to turn this into, like a radio, like an internet. I'm trying to do like a satellite internet radio kind of thing. Like, so when y'all come over here, understand it's more audio than visuals over here. Sometimes I show visuals. Majority of the time I talk. I would probably say it's like 75-25. But pull up over here, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in, joining. Come in here, hit the like button for me. Feel free to pull up and comment. Pull up and park. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe bell for me. Also, hit the notification. Well, the subscribe bell. Hit the notification bell and hit the subscribe button for me if you in here. What's up, everybody? I'm in here listening to my music. And I shouldn't even be eating this candy. I shouldn't even be eating this candy this late, y'all. But I needed something sweet. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, what's going on out there? What's going on? Really ain't got too much. I'm not really gonna go too deep, y'all, like I usually would. For my new people, I barely really eat on my channel. So if y'all hear me smacking and stuff, y'all, I'm just vibing. Most of the time, I be more like chilled out or whatever, ready to talk, ready to dive deep. I'm not really about to do all that tonight. So what I want to talk about today is, as y'all seen in the headline in the handle, I really don't even want to talk about this, but I know it's trending. A lot of people talking about the whole Charleston White, Boosie's son and T.I.'s son. Um, I mean, Charleston White has managed to, he know the out. He know what catches people attention. He has broke the internet. He knows how to use the tool to his highest gain, whether if it's beneficial. Well, I think it most definitely is a financial gain. I ain't the biggest Charleston White fan, as y'all already know. I'm not here to hate on nobody. I do agree with some of the things that he says, but a lot of the stuff I can't deal with it anymore, y'all. used to, I really used to be a Charleston White supporter in the beginning. When he was on a whole mission with the community activists and trying to, clean up the neighborhoods and everything. I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. We need a powerful, but the way that he's shaking it up to me is starting to get disgusting. It's starting to get distasteful for me. Um, is he intelligent? Absolutely. Do he know what he's doing? Absolutely. You can't knock a man for the hustle. Man, listen, you can't knock no hustle. If he got to secure the bag by using that shock value and going about it the way he going about it, then so be it. My thing is, it's still a dangerous game that he playing. Okay, my fault. Y'all had got a notification. To me, it's just like I said before, like, which one is it? Like, are you going to lead the people in the right way? Or is you turning into like a street dude that's like turning into an op that's just putting unnecessary cases on our people? Then it's like the world, to me, flipped out on Kanye West for the whole White Lives Matter incident and Kanye this, Kanye that, but then go support Charleston White fully after he says he stands and represent for the same thing. Now, with him being a Trump supporter, can't knock that. Everybody, hey, Everybody into what they into. Three things I'm not arguing with nobody about: their religion, their sexuality, and politics. Those are three top subjects. I will never, if y'all notice, I won't never speak on those subjects far as when other people, far as their belief system. But I will speak on it in the culture. But I'm not gonna never like say this person lived this way or that person did this and that. Man, person Republican or Democrat, man, that's their own personal preference. A person believe in God or not, that's their own personal preference. If a person choose to swing this way or swing that way sexually, man, that's people on personal preference. We gotta learn to let people be great. My thing with Charleston White is it seemed like he's just targeting people at this point. Like, what did Boosie or T.I. do to him for him to just go on this rant with them? Like, just, I mean, he's just savagely going after Boosie. Now, we sat up here, we see everything Boosie got going on. I ain't even about to do no live. I'm not about to take up my whole life talking about that because the whole world know what's going on with Boosie, right? So Boosie and this is the part that kind of bothers me with the Vlad TV interviews. True, you can't get mad at Vlad for doing his job and asking questions. You can't do that for him doing his job. You can't get mad at Vlad for doing his job. But these artists go on there knowing that he's asking these incriminating questions. Asking, or I mean, like, are these rappers setting themselves up for bait by going on the Vlad TV interviews? I'm just saying because he's going to ask the questions that the people want to know. Me personally, I think Vlad asked some very good questions. I just don't understand how street dudes, if you know you out here bodying and robbing and carjacking and kidnapping, and you selling drugs and hustling, why would you go on there to do an interview to incriminate yourself where all of this footage could be used in court? So do we get mad at Vlad or do we get mad at the artist that's going on? Now, I'm going on there. Now, people say Vlad is an informant. A lot of people say Boosie allegedly, Vlad, T.I. is an informant. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. These has been the rumors, the stigma that has carried all three of them. My thing with Charleston White is Boosie never mentioned nothing about Charleston White in a negative form. Only thing Boosie said was, I was told not to even speak on dude, and I'm going to leave it like that. Next thing you know, Charleston White used that as fuel to go attack Boosie, T.I., and they kids. He too old to me to keep doing this foolery. It's getting ridiculous at this point. These are kids. Now they like, oh, the parenting go back to T.I. son. T.I. son is off the chain. These is kids we talking about. These kids are 16, 17, 18 years old. They are kids. They haven't even experienced real adulthood yet. They are sheltered children. We know what we can. A person could be raised in church all their life. Their father could be a pastor. The mother could be the first lady of the church all their life. That still don't mean they kids ain't gonna go out and commit a murder or end up on heroin real bad. I mean, I'm just saying. How much can we hold these parents accountable for these young adults going out here crashing? Charleston White is too old to be antagonizing these kids. I'm just saying. So it's like I hear the world coming at T.I. crazy, like, oh, T.I. this, he this, T.I. son, he this, and that, and the other, whatever. What does that have to do with Charleston White blatantly going after these kids and their fathers because he already know how close King and Tootie Raw are they like brothers? So why not attack both of them to get their parents' attention for the masses to stir up all this stuff? This to me, I'm starting to think Charleston White is starting to become a distraction. A distraction in the world because he keep this foolery going on. He got the police behind him. He keeps poking the bear, poking. And then when anybody say something to him, he runs and call the police and want to put cases on people. I'm just not a fan of that. I'm just not a fan of that. And the territory that he's dancing on is very dangerous. But then, like T.I. said, You claim you don't want no smoke, but you keep walking into the smoking session. The contradictedness with Charleston White. Can we not say he don't know what he talking about when it comes to the politicians and the laws and he give back to the community? Yes. But is that a mask that he's wearing to keep up this foolery and this childish behavior at his age? The disrespecting the dead people, the disrespecting the kids, the antagonizing these innocent rappers who's not even paying him no attention. But I told you that hug with Kevin Gates was a symbolism for something. Charleston White had just walked through a new door. But he walked through a new door. Whether if y'all want to realize it or not, or give it the credit where the credit is due, we see the celebrity status rising. We see he's trying to turn it into comedy, which is a good thing. But these same people who you antagonizing, these rappers and these celebrities, they all run in the same circle. The places Charleston White visit, he's going to run into these people, the higher up that he's getting. Everybody don't care about going to jail. Everybody don't care about catching a case over their kids. Some people ain't always thinking logic. And we always talk about how mental illness and drugs and alcohol plays a part on people's actions. I hope Charleston White don't get caught lacking. He's having a lot of brushes. He's been having quite a few brushes with these enemies and these ops that he's targeting. So I just don't understand it. I think he's too old to keep moving this way. And then he throw the rocks and hide his hands and then go and give back to the community or try to do something to cover it up. Now, we ain't knocking the good work in the community. We not knocking that. But the contradictive messages is leaving the people confused. You leaving us confused, Charleston White. Which side is you on? Is you the community activist or are you a rapper and trying to get all these people locked up that's innocent? I mean, he's literally provoking these people. And then even if they comment on him or they say his name, calling the police. I'm calling the police. You talking about me. I'm a comedian. You talking about, I'm calling the police. Like, it's so cowardly. It's cowardly to me. And this game that he playing is most definitely dangerous. These young dudes ain't really got too much. Not saying all of them, but a lot of them don't care about catching them cases. Look how they throwing their life away on heinous bullshit crimes. So you don't think that these higher ups ain't got steppers that will step for them? I think he playing a dangerous game. I think Charleston White needs to be careful, and the type of money that he's making, he really need to stay protected and make sure he get the best security if he's going to keep playing these internet games. If he gonna keep playing these internet games. Boosie ain't said not one word about Charleston White. Not one. Next thing you know, I don't like Boosie. Boosie this, Boosie that, Boosie that. It's like he's mad to me that Boosie isn't replying to him. So since Boosie is not replying to him, he go after the kids. Because what did T.I. have to do with anything? T.I. and his son. Nobody said any. No, any four of these individuals, the kids, including the adults, the parents, who said anything about Charleston White until Charleston White started disrespecting the youth, these adolescents? And then he say, to me that was so disrespectful was, he gonna play self-defense if something happened to him. He's gonna, if T.I.'s son jump on him, he's gonna play self-defense and Trayvon Martin him. I think that was hard. That right there was just so heartbreaking to me at his age. Did he think about Trayvon Martin's parents and family when he made these comments? That's not a game. That's not funny. He's like, I'm a George Zimmerman, him. And then put emphasis on the Zimmerman. I'm standing with Kanye. He said, I'm standing with Kanye. We see Kanye unraveling at a rapid rate. We see what Kanye is doing. We're not taking the intellect from none of these individuals. We're not taking the intellect from Charleston White or Y'all, how did I just forget that? I'm just saying. Or from T.I. I'm not taking the intellect from either one of these men. But what I'm saying is, how can the internet get mad at a father standing up for their sons? This is what I be talking about far is black men protecting their father. I mean, black men protecting their sons. Now, did T.I. go a little bit left by saying what he said? Yeah, some stuff he did go a little bit left with saying. But a parent out of anger about their child, you can't tell a parent how far to go to the limit when it comes to protecting a child, especially by a grown adult. Charleston White is old enough to be them boys' fathers, grandfather. So to me, any parent is gonna stick up for their child in that type of way. Boosie just got a lot going on with the whole Duke the Jeweler situation and all these other situations. Why would I speak and open up the door for them to already, the world is already ridiculing me. I know if I say something to this guy, Charleston White, he's going to press the police on me. I got too much going on. Boosie already getting pulled over every week in the media. Why would he speak on that? I think T.I. most definitely shouldn't have fed into it. And what these rappers gotta know how to maneuver with Charleston White is not to respond. Not to respond. Did y'all see how Kevin Gates cradled him? If that wasn't an intimidation hug, I don't know what intimidation is. Kevin Gates hugged him and intimidated him. We love you. Kevin Gates said, we don't want nothing to happen to you. We don't want nothing to happen to you. Basically saying, like, yeah, I love you. I'm going to embrace you. But the way you going, if something happened to you, they ain't about to put that on me. But I'm going to let you know, I ain't the one to be playing with, little bro. I ain't the one to be playing with, big bro. And we seen it. We felt the energy. To me, it was like Kevin Gates was like a mule. I don't know if that was set up for Kevin Gates' team to build Kevin Gates' numbers up, because we know Kevin Gates' numbers. That Super Gremlin did good, but he's not up there with the best of them. Which I think creatively, with the right promotion and the right campaign, I think Kevin Gates has the skills and the talents to be up there with the greats that we listening to right now. But for him, to me, it's like, did they link him and Charleston White? Was it a publicity stunt? Was it genuine or was it a publicity stunt? Because for sure, it most definitely was symbolism in that hug. That hug meant something. They like, that's the hug that brought hip hop together. How? How? After the hug, Charleston White went over the deep end and about to crash out for a bag. The fame is getting to Charleston White. He about to crash out for a bag. What is you doing it for? What is all the antics and all the disrespect for? YouTube algorithm? Is that what it's for? Or securing the bag? Because at this point, he's putting his life on the line for a bag, which make him look no different than what we say about these rappers selling their soul. So Charleston White fans most definitely ain't gonna come over here and listen to what I'm talking about. They not about to listen to what I'm talking about. But my thing is, I'm just not feeling him. I used to like Charleston White. I used to like his messages because I don't know him as a person to say I like him or dislike him. But what he stood for before the fame, he was standing on something. He was standing on morality. He was standing on principles. He was standing on integrity. The minute them numbers got to going up and he started getting the attention of the masses, the messages started getting a little bit more watered down. It started becoming a more gimmick, a more game. He learned how to master the internet and manipulate the people for a bag. Can we knock him for that? We can't knock him for that. But what we can knock him for is leading the people the wrong way. Which way are you going to stand on? I just said this in my last video. Looked like Charleston White didn't walk through that door. That hug put him through that door. We see him doing the celebrity status is going up. You're not getting them type of numbers with the DA and the police behind you. He was a community activist. He was working with the city and politicians before the internet. That is true. So is Charleston White the new informant? Is he on payroll? Because at this point, he's starting to look like he's a paid informant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He either is working with them people. Well, we know he working with them people, but is they giving him a list of rappers to target? Is they getting him to provoke these men who he claimed like y'all selling dope? Y'all need to clean y'all communities up. Clean the communities up. We ain't seen Charleston White clean up not one community. Only thing we see him doing is giving back and telling on everybody and doing interviews disrespecting everybody. So what part of the community are you cleaning up? We giving back, we giving out shoes and stuff. That's cool. That's cool. But the political messages that you trying to reach the masses on and your actions is not adding up what you claiming you this community activist kind of guy. That's why I said y'all can't put our greats next. He can't sit next to our greats, not to me. An internet influencer, I could see him. I I can't even say an influencer anymore. I could see him just grabbing the attention of the masses and possibly leading people to either destruction or he gonna lead them to do better. But looking at his antics and the way he's going about, why would we look up to that? Why is we respecting that as a people? I'm with Kanye. White lives matter. True, all lives do matter. But we see what Kanye has got going on. He's a Trump supporter. We see what Donald Trump got going on. So how can we sit up as a people and constantly go against the rappers that are trying to change their lives and are trying to do better? Some of them come from rough patches, and music has saved their lives and has changed their lives. And also, it has built residual and generational income for these rappers and their families. From their past, they used their past and they paid and they made money off of it. They got paid off of their pain. A lot of they past stories, some of them don't live there no more. So why do Charleston White feel the need to keep bringing up these rappers past who done came a long way? A lot of them is our favorites. We don't want to see nothing bad happen to them, and we don't want to see them incarcerated. We already have too many incarcerated. So if these men has made it out and made it to success to take care of their families, why would Charleston White want to come and destroy what these guys got going on? Rap, rap has been demonic and cancerous for what, 70s, since the 70s. Since Curtis Blow and them, like since rock and roll days, even up until rap now. It's always gonna be a demonic, it's always gonna be an agenda that comes with it, and it's always gonna be a genre of people that follow rappers. That's something Charleston White can't change. That's something he cannot delete. So if he's going to tackle all our rappers and our legends, our greats that he's trying to take down, who we left with? The drill rappers? The female rappers that want to crash out like men? Rest in peace, Lotta Cash Desto. What is his purpose at this point? Because now it's getting irritated. Now I can see if who he going after is just causing destruction, they causing havoc in their neighborhoods, they doing it. Get them up out of here. You know, it's good to want to be active in your community. It's good to want to keep peace in your community, but don't go starting a fire where a fire ain't at. There's no need to have drawers on and walk into a gasoline fire. It makes no sense. None. So I'm completely lost with the whole Charleston White Ti son, Boosie son. It's sad. We seen what Ti went through with the whole beating his cases. A lot of people say he's been telling and all this stuff. We seen it. We seen the black family go from rags to riches. We seen T.I.'s story. We seen him beat his cases. We seen him change his life. Now, as far as what he got going on in his bedroom, him and his wife and all that, that ain't our business. That's not our business. Take the personal stuff away and really look at the man and his family. I don't think T.I. deserved this. I don't even think Boosie deserved it as much as I don't even really mess with Boosie and what he got going on. I just feel like there's no need to initiate anything if nobody is doing anything to Charleston White. At this point, he's just targeting these rappers and just getting the algorithm going so he can keep collecting the bag. To me, which is like selling your soul. Because now you doing anything for the clout. You doing anything for the bag. So what make him any less different than these rappers that's crashing out? What's the difference? Stay with me. If you in here, hit the like button for me. I'm speaking logic. Speaking logic. What else did I want to talk about? Next subject. RayJ. I don't know if y'all heard about RayJ. And y'all pray, keep RayJ in y'all prayers, him and his family. Like, RayJ posted that if he crashed, I mean like allegedly he wanted to jump off a building. Well, it's not allegedly, it's on the internet. I guess he's was having these thoughts about not living anymore. He just can't take the pressure. He can't do this. He tired of it. He don't think this life is meant for him anymore. He think the next life, the reincarnation life is better. And it's sad to see what Ray J is going through. But we also know that Ray J has a very serious drug problem he's been battling for many years. And we also know that Ray J has mental issues. And we also know Ray J has been a child star. To me, sort of like Orlando Brown. To me, you gotta put Ray J and Orlando Brown kind of like on the same wave far as being child stars. Now, true, Orlando Brown started out younger, but Ray J has been a child star. He has been a star for a long time, majority of all his life. So with that, Ray J has a lot of ties to a lot of different people in the industry, not just actors, not just athletes, producers, engineers. Y'all know he did some stuff with Death Row. He did some acting. He was an artist, and I always thought, me personally, I always thought Ray J was the Hollywood runner. I always thought he was the Hollywood drug runner, just because of how he was linked to all these celebrities and getting into all these. He had a lot of pull and plug to be so young, and a lot of people he surrounded himself with, even at a young age, had very strong drug addictions, even as a kid. Do y'all remember the story I did on Britney Spears? How they was putting pills in her food to get her to perform and do things. Y'all know they try to use her like a sex slave. I believe Britney Spears was sex trafficked in the industry, and that's why she disappeared. I think they threw her away, put her in that. They made it seem like she had that nervous breakdown after she came out and told the world that she has been getting drugged by her management for many of years. Then she had that breakdown. I think she said they was putting pills and chopping drugs up in her salads and milkshakes. I did a whole story on Britney Spears. I showed the receipts. You want to check that out? Go down my channel and check out that Britney Spears story that I did and the receipts that I found out. It was like Britney Spears was human trafficked, and she was human trafficked by her own family and her own team. They locked her up, made her seem like she was in a crazy house. They locked her up and was selling her to the highest bidder. She was human trafficked. Britney Spears was the first artist who was human trafficked before we even knew what human traffic was. Do y'all research on Britney Spears and how they locked her away and what she had to go through to get out? Almost 10 years. I think 10 years she was in captivity. So it's a sad story with Britney. But back to what I was saying about Ray J. Ray J, he he got a lot of demons that he battling with. He most definitely have some internal psychological problems that we don't know if he's getting counseling for or seeing somebody, but that's why it was hard for him to always keep a woman. He has a very strong cocaine addiction. He has a very high sex drive, and he also have a porn addiction, a very strong porn addiction. So with that, he always had a high turnover in women. Can you imagine how many women Ray J has had sex with? Not only just in the industry, but just regular girls as well. Using his status and his fame to get the box, enticing them with drugs. And I'm not here to talk bad about Ray J. I'm here to talk about the psychological damage on why he want to unalive himself the last few days. So they say, oh, it's about the Kardashian, him coming out with the contracts about the Kardashians, with the sex tape and all that, how Kris Jenner pretty much finessed Ray J and used him as the cover up for her daughter's success, like far as the sex tape and him leaking it and all that. I don't even think that's the problem. I don't think he's unraveling behind the Kardashians. Y'all know uh Chris, I mean Khloe Kardashian used to be Brandy's assistant. This was before we even knew who the Kardashians was, right? Khloe used to be Brandy's assistant. Kim was her stylist, right? We already know Kim was styling different celebrities. She was like she'd clean out their closets and, style them and different things like that. But before we even knew who she was, Khloe and Kim had worked for the Knowles, for Ray J and them family. Ray J family is the one who started the Dash store. They the one who gave them the money to put the inventory into their first Dash location. After that, they Kim stole, allegedly stole Brandy's mom Express card. Was it MasterCard Express? It was an Express. She stole the Express card, Kim Kardashian, and passed it around to her sister and Rob. It was Rob Kardashian in a lawsuit, and the papers you still might catch pieces online, but they got them sponged. I was able to find this information through another source, which I found yesterday. They passed Ray J's mom Express card around, stole almost $100,000 off of the card. Now they went to court and everything years later about it. It was a big old thing, and they did pay up, and I'm quite sure they paid with interest as well. So when y'all go back last week or 2 weeks ago and listen to Ray J talk about, oh, y'all stole $80,000 from my sister. The money from what Ray J mom saved, they gave Kim the card to only purchase a few items. Well, when they gave her the card, she passed it around to her siblings, and that's how it ended up running up to $100K. This was after the fact that they had already supplied inventory for the Kardashians' first Dash location. Do y'all remember the first store they had, Dash? That location. So the Kardashian and the Noel's history go way beyond than what we ever thought. It's deeper than just the sex tape. They've been having ties with these families have been feuding for almost 20 years. So if people say like, oh, it got a lot to do with Kim, this and that. Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with it. What y'all don't even understand about that is that Whitney Houston is tied up in this too. Now, y'all see Candace Owens just released the audio of Kim Kardashian calling Whitney Houston a crackhead. She said, "You and her," and this is not allegedly. It's on the internet. Go pull up Candace, because y'all know we run receipts over here. I don't be talking and just to be talking. I'm very aware of what I be talking about. I'm very aware of what I be talking about. I be needing y'all to be in tune. Y'all go and check out these receipts, because y'all know we team receipts over here. Candace Owens go drop the audio. Now, we can't say if Ray J slid it to her, Brandy slid it to her, or who slid it to her, but we most definitely know it came from off Brandy and them family. So, y'all, I just forgot their names that quick, y'all. I'm sorry. But y'all know what I'm saying. So when they go That they played it. Candace Owens played the audio. She like, I'm tired of the Kardashians. They something like the cartel, but not selling drugs. But look at all the lives that they ruined. Look at all the black men and all the fraud and scamming and corruption that this family has done. It's only right that I expose her. Girl, listen, I watch Candace Owens all the time. Shout out to Candace Owens. I like Candace Owens. I don't care what the world say about her. I like Candace Owens and what she stands for. So, and she got a documentary coming out on the whole Black Lives Matter scam. $80 million Black Lives Matter raised. And they put it on sex workers, uh, internet internet sex chats and brothels. I think 200,000 went towards brothel. No, was it 200,000 or 40,000? Y'all don't get me twisted, but watch the Candace Owens Black Lives Matter scandal that's about to air in a couple days. When I tell y'all she got the tea, woo, it makes sense why they came out together with them shirts, her and Kanye. I see what they did when they did that because they was already working on the Black Lives Matter fraud thing or whatever. Now, true enough, I'm here for the Black Lives Matter. I ain't worried about the money, the $80 million they hustled off the people and all that. I'm more so worried about the crime rates. Black lives do matter, and it's ours, and I think we need to stand up for it more. So don't take that from us. They didn't stole everything else from us. Can we stick? Can we keep Black Lives Matter? Can we keep that? So, anyways, Kim back to Kim K. She dropped she on the voicemail, RayJ voicemail, like, oh, you are disgusting. You will do anything for fame. You and that old hag, Whitney Houston, y'all both crackheads. She said, yeah, crack is most definitely not whack for her. And she said it's not right, but it's okay. Keep in mind, we love Whitney Houston's song. It's not right, but it's okay. What? Kimmel's Candace Owens exposed her. It was sad. And if she was like, oh, this ain't the nice Kim who y'all think who she thinks she is or whatever. Now, true enough, the audio was years ago, but it still shows a lot about the character. And then we seen her, Kim K, just go to the game and get booed right after Candace Owens had released this footage because this footage is like spreading. Like everybody is getting their hands on this footage and listening and tuning in to this footage. So they was like, Ray J this and then I mean no, she was like, yeah, you are disgusting. You and her, y'all crackheads, y'all belong together. She was like, she's an old hag or whatever. I mean, my mouth was on the floor when I heard the voicemail, right? Next thing you know, somehow a audio get leaked this week about Ray J talking about the control he had over Whitney Houston allegedly, what happened in the hotel that night allegedly, and he didn't want to play on Whitney Houston's top and her heart to get where he had to do, but he did what he had to do. Oh man, it's sad. So now that both of the teams have put out this audio on Ray J saying what happened with Whitney Houston, and then Kim K dropping Kim K audio saying Whitney Houston was a crackhead. It's crazy. And then we got Leola Brown, Bobby Brown's sister, who done just came out the last 8 days dropping bombshells on the Kardashians, Whitney Houston. Oh, Whitney Houston was allegedly murdered. She didn't overdose in the bathtub. She had all these bruises on her body. Ray J, she was like, yeah, I keep hearing. She said, yeah, I'm not going to talk bad about Ray J. I heard he's been suicidal lately. Yeah, because I've been talking a lot. She said, Ray J, my sister was murdered. She was attacked. She said she was attacked. She said, and then Pat Houston went and put it. Hold on, I'm about to play the footage, y'all. I can't. She was like, yeah, anybody who know Whitney, she was like, and if y'all look at the autopsy report, she said it's public information. Whitney was sober at that time in her life. She had gave up drugs. She said there was no alcohol or no drugs in her system. She said, I have the autopsy and it's public records. She said, I'm tired of the world keep making it seem like she was a crackhead who overdosed in a bathtub. She said Whitney Houston was murdered. She said she had scrapes on the back of her back, scratches where she was bleeding. Her fingernails was broke. And she said her jaw was so swollen. She said the room, she said, go back to all the old interviews, y'all. She said, if y'all go back and listen to all the old interviews everybody was saying, she said that room was ransacked. Whitney fought for her life. I was like, I knew something was right. Man, ain't nobody. Whitney Houston passed. Her daughter passed. The boyfriend passed away. Because remember the boyfriend? Now, Leola Brown said that she had Bobby Christina boyfriend, what was his name? The boyfriend, y'all. I forgot the boyfriend name, y'all, but y'all know Nick. She said she got him on audio saying, "Oh, Pat got me messed up. I'm not going down for Whitney too. I had no. She yeah he no. Leola Brown said that Nick said, wait a minute, I'm not going down for Whitney too. No. For Bobby Christina too. I helped Pat with Whitney. I'm not going down for Bobby Christina too. So Leola Brown said she was like, hold on, what? Y'all, she been dropping bombs the last 8 days, Leola Brown. So it's kind of weird how RayJ now on this suicide attempt thing and talking about jumping and he can't take life no more. He ready to end it all. Leola Brown, Bobby Brown's sister, then came out last week. She dropping YouTube videos every other day. Every other day. Then you got RayJ audio saying what happened and and how he manipulated Whitney Houston and he had to do what he had to do to get the fame. He didn't want to manipulate her, but he knew under the drugs he could have got what he want. And then we got Kim Kardashian on the audio saying both of y'all's crackheads, you and Whitney Houston. Now all of this is taking place in 8 days. Y'all, I'm telling you, they like, oh, it got RayJ tripping because of the sex tape. No, he ain't tripping about that. He tripping on that guilt that what happened with Whitney Houston and the steps him and Kim Kardashian took to get to the fame. They had a whole game plan, RayJ and Kim, and Chris orchestrated it. Now, can we say that RayJ's mom and them knew what was going on? I think everybody knew. I think everybody knew. It's a small circle, the industry is. Everybody know each other. Everybody is family. It is not that big of a circle. It's not that hard to get in. It's not that hard to get in. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to play this one more time. And I got my music playing in the background. So y'all know I'm not monetizing this video or none of that. Y'all, hold on. I'm going to have to play it, then I'm going to skip it a little bit.
Okay. I came to talk about the death of Whitney Houston, Bobby Christina, and Bobby Brown Jr. I am going to set the record straight today.
Boom. Now, this video was done, it's 13 days ago, right? So these chain of events has been going on for 2 weeks because we seen RayJ dude say he about to jump and stuff. That was like 8 days ago, probably like 6 to 8 days ago. But it was crazy. Leola Brown came with her story. Candace Owens dropped her receipts. Kim K team dropped their receipts. So like I said, like within the last 2 weeks, it's been crazy.
I know that it's many people in the world that think and believe that Whitney or Bobby Christina or little Bobby died of a drug overdose. That is not true. I'm going to set the record straight tonight, today. Right now, it is about 9:01 p.m. Eastern Time.
She tired of it. She said, you know what? I'm tired of it. Because look at it. That is the whole story. Like, look at all of this is for Whitney Houston's money, her masters, her estate. Look how many people she was backdoored by. Her family, her sister Pat, family members, then the industry, right? Then her industry friends. It's a sad situation, y'all. Sad situation. I ain't gonna play too much of it. Y'all go check it out. It's Leola Brown on YouTube, and y'all hear for yourself. I'm gonna run snippet.
But it was a setup. It was a setup. Yes. Nick was told not to let her go out of that house and to do whatever it was he got paid to do that for. Okay? Yeah, that's the deal. Nick Gordon was not somebody that grew up with Bobby Christina either. No, he was not. They said they were.
I gotta pause it. I'm pause. I'm only gonna do it like 2 times, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and move to the next subject.
Be a little slow process, but she's doing wonderful. It wasn't until the Houstons came into that hospital after Bobby Christina communicated to her father that she did not want none of them near her bed. But they came in there and they did something to my niece. There's no way I'm going to let somebody tell me that they didn't. They did. Because
then she said it was a fake nurse that was there. She said Bobby Christina could have lived. She was on her way home. They was going to take her to hospice. She said they made the Browns leave the hospital. Whatever the Houstons did, they pulled the plug on Bobby Christina without nobody but Bobby Brown. I guess Bobby Brown was there. They did something that didn't authorize him to have say-so over his daughter. I mean, the whole story is sad. It's sad. And then she said that Bobby Jr. never even used drugs a day in his life. She like, so how is it that now they trying to say everybody died from an overdose? She said they said Whitney died, Bobby Christina, Nick Gordon, and now Bobby Jr. passed away from an overdose. She was like, nah, y'all gotta read between the lines. I'm like, wow.
it pops up a. And these are our people. Our people. Of course, it may be somebody else involved. It probably is. I don't have proof of. Everybody wants to say, well, it was Clive that ordered it, and that may be so. But I don't have that proof of that. I have proof of things that Pat Houston did, Nick Gordon, Gary Houston.
Oh, y'all, that's it. I'm going to leave it right there, y'all. Y'all go check that out, because that's juicy. And, y'all tune into that, because there's a lot going on within all of that. That's a lot. My next subject is the female rappers. I don't know what is going on now, where it's like the media has all these female artists just beefing lately. I don't know if y'all been seeing it trending. But Lotto, Nicki Minaj, Akbar V, um, JT from the City Girls. What's the other girl name? Malibu somebody. Like, all of these chicks is just beefing horribly. And I don't understand why. What is this going on? Or what is the agenda why all of these females, to me, seem like either they getting passed around sexually or it's some kind of beef going on over the numbers. We already know what artist is charting. Is Nicki Minaj behind all this stuff? Is Cardi B behind all of this? Or is this the higher ups pulling strings to get us distracted from really what's going on? Because don't forget, UK over there, Putin just dropped 8 missiles. Don't forget he just dropped them nuclear bombs over there in this new Armageddon going on over there in UK. I don't know if y'all seen it. It's been trending for the last 2 days. We got all of these other distractions, but we not paying attention to Putin just letting off the missiles over there. A lot of people's lives got lost. It was sad watching the video on CNN. Y'all, I've been watching it for 2 days. I mean, people ain't even see it coming. It's like Armageddon. I mean, these bombs just went off. I mean, these missiles just went off and just hit freeways, collided bridges. I mean, regular people just leaving work and going to school, Just boom, whole bridge collapse, whole communities. He just letting off. So when he told Trump, man, don't keep playing with me and think I won't push this button. I think it was a warning for us as well. He showed us the power that he has over there. When y'all get a chance, and I'm not gonna go too deep into it because y'all know I already be shadow banning stuff. But y'all check all that stuff out, man. It's sad. It's sad what's going on with these female rappers. It's sad what's going on in the world. Y'all pray for the world. Y'all pray for yourself. Most of all, y'all stay woke on these headlines and stop being distracted by all the wrong things. Take care of your health. Y'all better care of yourself. And until next time, y'all, I'm out of here. Hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the notification bell. Feel free to comment on anything I talked about, y'all. Until next time, I'm gone.